So I was speaking with a friend who I haven't spoken to since college the other day, and we were just catching up, talking about games we were playing, things we were doing in life. And when we started talking about games, he had told me that he started playing video games more often than he used to. He plays video games, but he's not a gamer. Now, he's not a sports gamer kind of guy at all. He's mostly Far Cry and Bethesda games, action adventure RPGs and stuff like that. But he told me he had been playing 2K more in the last few years, and the first thing my mind went to is, okay, you in the park, you in the wreck with it, you playing online against people. So when I asked him, I was like, all right, what's your best build? So when I asked him, all right, what's your best build? What's your favorite build? He was like, oh, no, I don't play that. I only play offline. And when he told me this, I started laughing because I was thinking to myself, well, if I only played NBA 2K offline, 2K25 would be the best video game of all time to me. He told me when he got 25, he was excited. He was going to do a big all-time My Eras draft with all of the players who's ever been in the league. And he told me he got in there. And once he started setting it up, he was like, wait a minute. This is the same game mode from last year. Same menu, same settings, same names. But what was he going to do? He don't play online. What was he going to do? Go make a My Player? But he gave me a take that I probably wouldn't have had without talking to him because, I don't only play online. I mostly play NBA 2K online. But according to him, in the last few years that he's been playing, since they made it My Eras or whatever, he said that it doesn't get updates. It's the same mode that it's been for the past 2 years. He says it feels copy and pasted. The menus are the exact same. And then he said something that the rest of the community has been saying for a while, and it's actually funny to hear an offline player play this. He said that it feels like if the game mode is not online and actively generating them VC, i.e. my team or my career, then the devs probably don't care about it. And that's what he said about playing offline. All the offline modes he plays, he says all of them are the exact same. And at this point, he was in a full-blown rant to me, talking about how every time he gets on 2K, my team always got a shiny new update with like 40 new cards on the screen that you literally can't miss. You can't miss it because they won't let you miss it. You have to click out of the My Team advertisement when the game boots up. And this one I'm familiar with. I know this one. So at this point, he had me riled up too. I'm like, yeah, this ain't right. Offline players have rights too. You know me, I'm pretentious about this game and shit. But all jokes aside, that conversation really got me thinking. So if you played video games 20 plus years ago, PS2, PS1, GameCube, Xbox, all of that good stuff, Dreamcast, when you weren't playing against your friends, do you know what you were doing on that video game? You were in the franchise mode, the dynasty mode, the association mode, building a team and carrying that team from year to year to year. But that was the attraction in the game. That was the main attraction. Aside from it being a sports game and getting to play with your favorite athletes and putting them and building teams and things of that nature. Now those modes are treated like afterthoughts, and it's like, it's there if you want to play it, but come over here and spend some of this VC with me. And don't get me wrong, in terms of comparison, NBA 2K's My Eras is leaps and bounds ahead of, I don't play every sports game, but they are leaps and bounds ahead of Madden, I would say. FIFA, do not even get me started on manager career mode in FIFA, my lord. But in modern times, these game modes receive minimal to no updates. Copy and paste, slap that bitch in the next game, here you go. $60, please. Actually, it's about to be $80. That's crazy. We get less and less features. They take features out of the game every year for no apparent reason other than to introduce them back as new ideas later. And these fools have the nerve to start hiking up the price on these games that they drop unfinished with things behind paywalls and sometimes damn near unplayable without patches. The nerve. But there's no question, there's no confusion as to, why? Well, why aren't they paying any attention to these modes? I'm just so confused about it. I don't understand. We know. It's money. It's money. There's no big mystery here. My 7-year-old nephew knows. If I ask him, hey KJ, why does 2K not pay attention to their association mode versus updating the park and rec game modes weekly? Why is that, KJ? He'll look at me and be like, Uncle, are you dumb? It's money. What do you think? They were trying to make money, Uncle. Are you stupid? When you think about it, man, how many times have you seen a video like this? Maybe not this exact video with this exact topic, but a video that covers topics like this, such as why companies do the things they do, their business tactics and everything. But when you look at it from the perspective of what I said about offline modes not being touched all year, but yet the park and my team and Ultimate Team and Mutt and Foot and all that, they receive new cards, new seasons, new updates, all not even year to year, but all year long. Throughout the entire lifespan of the game, these game modes are updated. I'm not saying you need a seasons. Please, God, no, don't put a seasons in offline associations or my eras. Please don't do that. But just throughout the year, the things that you can put in the game, the feedback that you're getting from people, like if there's bugs surrounding signing players or salary issues or progression issues, if there are things that people give you feedback on that are not working in the game or could be better in the game, why not implement those? I don't think that will be, I don't think that's that crazy. You know what I'm saying? I know you ain't gonna make no money per se off of it, but you make a portion of your fan base happy. Remember when game companies cared about that? You remember when? D Brown remembers. Not to mention how before the drop of every new 2K, around, those summer months before August, when everyone starts doing their 2K wish list and everything, there are countless videos with countless great ideas. There's a lot of great ideas out there coming from people who care about the game. Not only content creators who create content to try to make a living, but there are people who create content for fun. And those are the people, whether you know it or not, they care more than the people who are only playing 2K because this is what they got into and they have to play 2K to make money. The people who are playing it for fun, they care more about the game, I'm telling you. So when that dude with 2,000 subscribers and make a 30-minute video talking about a wish list for NBA 2K that's literally all my eras and no park and my rec and none of that, maybe consider just watching the motherfucking video. You know what I'm saying? Just maybe consider thinking about almost listening to him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He might have a good idea. I guess the point of this video is to say that being an offline player shouldn't mean that the game modes that you play are just treated like an afterthought and you just stuck with a 4-year-old outdated. Go look in the menus, bro. Go look in the menus of any sports game, Madden, 2K, FIFA, hell, NHL. Go look at the menus. And I don't even know this to be true for every one of them, but I bet that it is true. Go look in the menus of any of those games, then go look in the menus and compare them to the same game from 3 years ago. I bet you there is minimal difference. And I know the menus are trivial. That's just an example. Don't come in the comments saying, you're complaining about menus. You're being purposely stupid. Don't do that. I will say, I do think that there will come a time in gaming that people are going to push back eventually. We still are, it sounds crazy to say, but we're still in the early days of this gaming shit. Like, what are we, 40, 50 years into video games being a thing? So there's still a lot that we have not seen yet. We haven't seen the first video game mutiny revolution. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen that shit yet. But I do believe if companies continue with the practices that they on right now, the ones that I always talk about, profits over quality, and that's all that they care about, I do believe, might not be next year, might not be 5 years, might not be 10 years, but hopefully it don't take 10 years, but I do believe that at a point, people gonna get fed up. That's all I got for y'all, man. This was just on my heart today, as they say. This is what I felt like speaking to y'all about. If y'all are offline gamers, tell me, what do you do in sports games, bro? What do you do? When I play Madden, I play Madden strictly offline because I don't know a thing about the X's and O's of football. So I'm not about to be going online throwing 15 picks. I play Madden strictly offline, franchise. FIFA, I like manager career, but I'm kind of a dog in FIFA. If you want that smoke, let me know. But yeah, I play a lot of offline manager career, but I play Ultimate Team and pro clubs as well. What do y'all do in y'all offline sports games? Let me know in the comments, man. And tell me, do you feel like y'all are, if you are offline only, even if you're not an offline only, if you're someone who play offline game modes, do you feel like those game modes are neglected these days? And tell me why the answer is yes. But as always, man, I'm D Brown Shanghai. If you enjoyed the video, drop the like. If you're new, subscribe, turn on that bell notification. I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.